Welcome back to another episode of our NHL 19 franchise mode with the Quebec Nordiques. In this episode, we're going to be following the Fredericton Aces, our AHL team, through the playoffs. We're going to be going ahead and taking care of the draft and getting through the contract situation before finishing up right before we start the free agency market. So, let's get right to it. I've already moved Stallcup back down to the AHL and taken care of some lines and moving things around. I think we're in good shape. Let's go ahead and switch over. Let's get going here. We'll advance a day. There we go. Just waiting for everyone to finish up and get to the regular season. There we go, or the postseason. Here we are. Excellent. All right, so we're taking on the Belleville Senators as the first round opponent. Show you really quickly how our lines look. Right now we're running Denisenko, Paling, and Sherwood on the first line with Noonan, Carlson, or Forsbacka Carlson, and Dano, Gauntz, Cousins, Waugh, Salvatore, Johnson, and Dia on that bottom line. Defensively, we're looking at Keandre Miller with O'Gara, Duncan Christopher with Simons, and Stevenson with York. In the net, we've got Stallcup. I think we're in good shape. Other than that, we should be good to go. I'm going to double check to make sure we're locked and loaded. It looks like we are. Okay. Let's get into it. All right, we're underway here in the first round. Let's see how this first period goes. Fredericton Aces. Just lighting up the goalie out there. Ton of shots there. Loving seeing that. Okay. Still no goals yet in the first period. And we're all the way through 20 minutes with no goals in the first. Moving on to the second. Out shooting them. There it is. Dano gets the first goal against Nilsson, and right away Cousins puts another one in on him. That is just about 22 seconds apart. 22 seconds apart. We got 2 goals, and just like that, we're up by 2. As we're approaching the midway point of the game, power play for oh, there is another one. Looks like that one went in on the power play. 3-0, another power play for Fredericton. That one doesn't go for anything. And at the end of 40 minutes, the Fredericton Aces enjoy a 3-goal lead, 24 shots to 18 over the Belleville Senators. Moving on to the third period. Not much to talk about here. Fredericton is just dominating Belleville, right? Getting back into it there. Harvey on Stallcup. Stallcup loses that shutout. Now we're just needing to hold them off for the final 10 minutes of the round, this particular period. And they'll enjoy a 1-0 lead here in the series as the clock ticks down to 0. All right, Fredericton, 1-0 in the series. They got a nice little win there in the first game. Moving on to game number 2. Before we start game number 2, we're going to go ahead and take care of a scout situation. Wallstrom's ready to come back, but we're not going to bring him back yet. It is the playoffs. We don't need him to be hurt any more than he already is. We're going to go ahead and wait until he's fully healed before we bring him back. I'll be right back when I check the scout, and then I'll check his. I'll check how badly he's hurt. Okay, I went and double-checked to make sure that Wallstrom is going to be out until the 17th, and indeed he will be out until the 17th. We're not going to even bother trying to bring him back. And the good news is those scouts had finished up all of their duties, so now they're on prospect hunting duty. So we are clear through the end of April. No more stopping for scouts. We're just going to go ahead and get through all of these playoff games. All right, game number 2 in Belleville. Let's get to it. See if we can win another game. All right, first period's underway. Belleville quickly scores one on Stallcup. Carlson. Looks like that might have been the first or second shot. Very early goal there. Belleville out to a much better start here at home than we were in the last game. Just like that, 20 minutes are gone. Belleville's up by 1. They're out shooting us by 1. 11-10. Scoreboard, they have the advantage there as well. Second period underway. Not many shots coming in, but doesn't need many. Looks like Dano's able to put one past Nilsson. They're tying the game up. halfway through the game now, and we're hanging with Belleville. Belleville with the power play right there. No good. Gets killed off by the Aces. All right, 40 minutes in the books. Score is tied 1-1. Next goal's a big one. They're still getting outshot 21-16. So the Aces need to pick it up. Looking for a hero here. Power play opportunity. No good. Still waiting for a goal here in the third period. Another power play opportunity. That one doesn't go either. Another power play opportunity. Still no goal. That's a long one. And they cannot convert. That is going to haunt them potentially as we tick all the way down to the final minute of play. And that is it. 60 minutes have been played. We don't have a winner. We're going to extra frames. Fredericton coming back and now out shooting Belleville 29-26. We're going to have to see how things go here in overtime. We watch overtime, so let's get to it. All right, overtime's about to begin. Here we go. Paling to take the draw against Carlson. And Paling pushes in, able to recover that puck, but it gets pulled away. Here come the Senators. Senators have it deep in their offensive zone. Big check there by O'Gara. He's able to take him out. O'Gara's looking for somebody. Oh, and we have a problem. We did not set this up properly. So I get ahead of myself here and don't do this correctly, and we have ourselves a big problem. Yes, we want to continue. There we go, and we're off and going. Miller there with it. Now Sherwood. Sherwood through the neutral zone. He's going to dump it over to Miller in the middle. Denisenko drops it all the way back to Paling. Paling's going to cut to the center in the slot. Takes a shot. That one doesn't get all the way through. Sherwood has it now. Carlson moves it up to his winger over to Mott. Mott through the neutral zone over the line. Here comes Wolinen. Wolinen with a shot. Gets taken out. Stallcup's all over that, though. 18:47 left to play in overtime. Minute and 13 seconds have gone. There's an opportunity right there in the middle of the slot for Paling. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. Here comes the draw to the right of Stallcup. Left face-off dot. It's one back by the Senators. Abramov has it now. He's going to take it down into the corner. That's going to get pulled away. O'Gara's going to move it right up to Dano. Dano over to the middle to Noonan. Back to Dano. He's gotten some free space. Dano with a shot there goes wide. Misses the net by about 4 feet. Dano's able to pick that up and get it over to Forsbacka Carlson, who's just going to throw it around the net, trying to get something going there. Abramov now gets it into the middle for Branston. Branston's going to move it up to the wing, and Sutter back to Branston. Tries to feed it out front. That's broken up, though. Nice play. Breaks it up. Forsbacka Carlson now with it. He's going to charge through the neutral zone over the line. He's got Dano with him. Dano with the puck. Drops it back to Noonan. Noonan in the front for an opportunity. Dano can't get that rebound. Baharvey now going the other way. Transition opportunity. Sutter. He's going to pull up. Try to get a play going. He's just going to dump it around. That's going to get picked off by Forsbacka Carlson, though. Who's going to move it all the way over to Dano. Dano now through the neutral zone with it and over the line. Drops it over to Christopher. Christopher to Simon. Simon's down deep to Dano. Back to the point. Oh, Simons has it. Now comes Christopher. He's going to step in. Simons to Cousins to Christopher. Back to Simon. Simons back to Christopher. He's going to give that puck up. Simon's going to step in and take it, though, all the way back over to Gauntz. They're trying to get something going here. Gauntz with it now at the half boards. Puts it into Cousins into the middle. Dano, they're just playing catch with it, playing keep away from the Belleville Senators right here. Comes York. York in with a shot, and that one is snagged. York is able to drive in unmolested and just gets that shot off. Flashes his glove, and that netminder able to keep the puck out of the net. Nilsson with a big save right there. Paquette to take the draw against Cousins. Cousins trying to win this thing back. He will not be able to do so. Here come the Senators. Sturts moves it over to Paquette. Paquette's just going to take it through the neutral zone and over the line. Sturts, tries to put it down deep. York picks it off, though, and here comes the Aces. Odd man rush for a second, but the back checker got back into the play. York again into the middle with an opportunity. There's Cousins with a blast. That one hits someone out front. Gauntz with it now. Cousins out front again. There's a kick save. Here comes the Senators. Bad pass. They missed that opportunity. Aces take over. Here comes York. York with it now. Takes it down into the corner before he pulls up, looking for someone to pass it to. There's Stephenson. Stephenson now has it. He's going to give it to Gauntz. Gauntz tries a centering pass. That gets picked off, and the Senators are coming back the other way. Percy. That one's picked off. Paling, coming right off the bench, has an opportunity. He just gives it back up to someone else, trying to find something, get something going here. O'Gara now over to Denisenko. Denisenko with a centering opportunity, doesn't go. Trying to pick up the puck here. Percy has it. He's going to move it over to Al. Al's going to just drill it down deep. That's going to get picked up by the defense. Defense is going to move it over to Paling. Paling's moving it up to the winger. Over to O'Gara. O'Gara with an opportunity. There it is. O'Gara with the opportunity. Rebound. Denisenko puts it home. And that is the overtime winner. Bang. Denisenko's able to get that in there. And it's a greasy, dirty goal. It is a greasy, greasy goal. But those are the kind of goals that you're going to see in overtime. Senators are not happy about that, saying there was a kicking motion. And they're going to call that one off. We're still going here in overtime. For a second there, it looked like it was all over, but no. Sherwood has it. Gets it to O'Gara. O'Gara to Miller. Miller out front. That one's going to get poked away. Here come the Senators now. Trying to do something with it down deep. Over to the center, back to the point. Point to point. Back to the point again. Carlson to the point. There's Samuelson. That's picked off. Here comes Denisenko. Denisenko had that goal called off. Said he kicked it in. That's picked up by Johnson out front. Johnson with an opportunity on the wraparound. No good. That one almost picked off, that pass. Johnson's able to recover it, though. Simons, though, is going to put it down low to the corner. That one's going to get picked up by defense there into the middle for DeSalvatore. DeSalvatore's just going to put it down around the board. They're going to work it down deep. That one's going to get picked up on a stick lift. DeSalvatore gets it to Dia. In front, there's an opportunity. There's another big opportunity with somebody out front. Formenton now with it. He's going to give it. No, he's going to hold on to it. He's going to charge over the line down into the zone. Carlson, backhand opportunity. There's a big save. Wollinen. Oh, and we got a hurt player down there in the way, down in the crease. It's forcing Ottawa, or not Ottawa. Oh boy, Ottawa. It's forcing the Belleville Senators to retreat. I'm going to try it one more time here, taking it back through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Carlson with it down in the corner. He's going to get double teamed. Wide open Jaros. That's a poked away, and the puck is going out into the neutral zone. They're going to have to regroup. Formenton now gives it over to Jaros. Jaros over to Carlson. Over to Branstrom. Branstrom with a shot, and there it is. They're going to call that a goal. And they lose. They give up that overtime goal, and that is it. Looks like a rebound came out and got whacked in by someone. We'll get another shot at that here in a second. Take a look at it. Belleville gets the win. Just looks like maybe Stalkup couldn't handle it. It's possible. We can take another look at that in... we'll have to take another look at that in the instant replay. Take a quick look at that in instant replay and see what happened here. A little bit better angle. Come back around on this side of it. There we go. He plays it off his arm. Bounces up. And it goes into the net off of his own defenseman. Yep, it comes off of Stalkup. He makes the save. Stalkup makes the save right here. Bang. Hits the back of Noonan. And off of Noonan, it goes into the net. That is a dirty goal that you don't like to see in the playoffs, but that's how it goes sometimes. Overtime winner for Belleville. They tie up the series 1-1. All Denisenko had to do was get his stick in front of his skates there, and the game would be over. But no. Hit his skate instead, goes in the net. They call it off. Belleville Senators come back the other way and score, and that's it. Series is tied 1-1. We're moving on to game number 3. That was a tough one right there. All right, let's get into game number 3 here and see if we can come back. All right, looking at goals only, 8 times speed, and we're underway. Halfway through the period, no goals yet. Shots fairly even. Power play for Belleville. And it's a quiet first period. The Aces are out shooting Belleville 12-8. Let's move on to period number 2. Another quiet period. Not a whole lot going on here. Not even very many. There it is. First goal by O'Gara on Nilsson. But right away, Formetten ties it up less than 2 minutes later. And Stephenson, another defenseman. Defenseman is scoring goals in this game. Power play there for the Aces. And that is going to do it for period number 2. We're up by 1 lead going into the final 20 minutes. We are out shooting Belleville heavily. We are absolutely shelling Nilsson right now. 27-15 in shots. Let's see if we can continue to put that pressure on as we enter the final 20 minutes. All right. Halfway through the period. No goals have been scored yet. 35 shots for the Aces, and there it is on shot number 36. Forsbacka Karlsson puts one past Nilsson. That's pretty much going to be the dagger. That does it. Yep. Up by 2 with just a few minutes remaining, and the Aces are able to hold on for the win. They go up 2-1 in the series. Not bad, not bad. Game number 4. This is a potential series-ending game. All we got to do is win it here. We are at home again. Let's get in there and simulate. All right, here we go. First period underway. The Aces out to a quick start. 6 shots there in the first 5 minutes. 7 shots, power play opportunity for both teams. Don't go for anything. And Abramov's going to open up the scoring. 10 shots for the Aces, but Belleville is catching up in shots. They have the 1-goal lead. There is a power play for Belleville. They cannot convert, though, as the period comes to a close. And they have the lead going into the second. 20 minutes have been played. Next 20, here we go. Right away, Belleville getting that power play. All right, the Aces answer back, though. Forsbacka Karlsson looking like he may have scored on that power play. Another power play opportunity for Belleville. Nice long power play opportunity. Nothing comes of it, though. No conversion there. All the way down to 5 minutes left. Freeman, the Fredericton with another opportunity on the power play. That doesn't go for anything, and that'll do it. 2 periods in the books. We're tied 1-1. We're going into the third period. Being outshot by Belleville, 19-16, but the score is tied. All right, final period. Here we go. And DiSalvatore comes up with a goal to break that tie, giving the Aces a lead. They have a 5-on-3 power play, 5-on-4 power play. They cannot convert on either. Belleville now with a power play opportunity. 5 minutes left, down to 4, down to 3. Can they finish it off? 2 minutes left. They got a power play, no good. And that's going to do it. The Fredericton Aces are going to knock Belleville out in the first round with a 2-1 victory. All right, and that was the 17th, which is excellent because now we can go ahead and bring back Wahlstrom without worrying about him getting hurt in that last game. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I will be right back. Let me bring him in. Okay, we've got Wahlstrom back in there. I think we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and advance a day and keep advancing a day until we get to our next opponent. The AHL playoff round has been completed. Next opponent is going to be the Rockets. All right, well, let's get in there and play against the Rockets. First game, here we go. We're going into their house. Crank it up to 8 times speed, and let's go. They score early for Beek on Stalkup. Need to answer back here. Only 4 shots for the Aces right now. Playing on the road in hostile territory. Trying to hang with them. Pretty close in shots after 20 minutes. 10 for the Rockets and 8 for the Aces. Second period about to begin. Aces are down by a goal. We need to score. So far, nothing. Nothing happening in the second period. A lot of shots. Got their way back into that, but they have not yet found a way to beat the goalie. 5 minutes left, all the way down to 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it. 40 minutes have been played. The Rockets are clinging to a 1-goal lead. 20 shots on net for the Aces, but they have not yet found a way to beat the goaltender. Got a real good team down there. Hopefully they can find a way to get it done. We'll have to see what happens. Final period underway. All right, here we go. And there it is. Simons finally finds a way to get one past the goaltender. Michelini in net for the Rockets. Hanging in there. He's faced 23 shots. He stopped all but one. Power play for the Aces. Long one, no good. No conversion. 3 minutes left, down to 2, down to 1. And a last-second goal by Turcotte is going to get the game for the Rockets. Wow, look at that. Stalkup gives one up at 1 minute and 8 seconds left from the right face-off dot. And that is going to be the game winner. Almost made it to overtime, but not quite. Almost doesn't count for anything in the playoffs. You win or you lose, and that is a loss. So, opening game loss against the Rockets. Not a great way to start off the series, but we are on the road, so let's see if we can take one here in their house by splitting the pair. If we can split the pair, I think we'd be in good shape, but it's going to be interesting. Here we go, simulating game number 2. All right, and we're underway. Aces looking to improve on their outing from last time. Right off the bat, though, Norris scores on Stalkup. But Wahlstrom, in his first game back, he's going to score. Very nice. Or second game back, rather. He scores. So that ties up the game with about 6 minutes left to play now. Still no other goals in the period, just the 2. And that will do it. 20 minutes have been played. The score is tied, 1-1. And the shots are very even as well. Second period underway. And we're moving forward here. Not really seeing a whole lot of action on the scoreboard. Halfway through the game is tied. All the way down to 5 minutes left here. 4 minutes left. 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it for the second period. 40 minutes have been played. Only 2 goals have been scored, both in the first period and 1 by each team. Final 20 minutes of the regular game, the regular periods, I don't know how to even say it at this point. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just keep moving forward here. All right. 15 minutes left. Anything going to happen here? We're looking for a goal scorer. We're looking for a hero for the Aces. No shots for a very long time on the Aces side of things. There we go. Power play opportunity, and Denisenko scores on the power play to break the tie. Can they hold on for the final 3 minutes of the game? It looks like they can, and they're going to walk away with that game on a power play goal from Denisenko. That's a backbreaker right there. Splitting them in Rocket territory. We're going to try to win the next 2 here at home and really put some pressure on the Rockets, but we will see how that goes. Want to put the cart before the horse there. You got to win one first. So we're going back to Fredericton for game number 3. Game number 3 underway. First period, we're rolling. Power play for Laval. Nothing from that. Only 4 shots, 5 shots so far. It's a very low-shooting game right now. Power play for the Aces doesn't go anywhere, and Lindbergh scores for the Rockets. How did Lindbergh get on their team? That's weird. We just didn't bring him back. All right, that's it for the first period. 20 minutes are in the books. We're being outshot by 1, and we are being outscored by 1. Second period underway. Let's go, Aces. Power play. Off the bat, doesn't convert. Looking for the Aces to step up here. Another power play opportunity for the Rockets. They don't convert there either. We're looking for some sustained pressure from the Aces here, and we're just not seeing it. 20 shots all the way up to 21, all the way down. That's going to do it. 4 minutes. 40 minutes are in the books. 40 minutes in the books, and that is going to leave just 20 left for the Aces to try to find a way to score at least 1 goal, possibly 2 here in the third period. Let's see if they can get it done. Got to get 1 early. Just got to get 1 period. Let's see if they can do it here. Oh, Turcotte scores his second of the series on Stalkup Fredericton looking like they're in rough shape here. Less than 10 minutes to play. Not looking like they're going to be able to solve McElhenney here. Yeah, 3 minutes left. Down to 2. Down to 1. And there is a third goal. Oh, not a good game at all for Fredericton. All right, so they've lost 2. And they were able to kind of steal home ice advantage there for a second by splitting them in Laval. But Laval taking one back on the road means we are right back in the position we were before. This is a must-win next game. We'll be facing a 3-1 deficit. We're not scoring goals right now. This is a tough situation. I'm going to make a quick change. We seemed to be doing all right there last time with Sherwood on the first line. Let's go ahead and flip Sherwood and Wallstrom. See if that helps. Power forward, two-way forward there. That'll give us a playmaker, two-way forward, just to maybe shake it up a little bit and see if that helps. All right, let's get into game number 4. Here we go, game 4 in Fredericton. And we're underway. Power play right off the bat for the Rockets. And for the third game in a row, they score the first goal. Playing from behind, the Aces are trying to catch up. They've only got 4 shots on net all game. They need to pick it up. Wow. They're just not getting very many shots. They're getting outplayed on the ice. They're able to get back close on the shot total by the end of the period, but they need a better effort right from the get-go on these periods. We need a nice, strong effort at the beginning of one of these. 20 minutes done, 40 left to play. Let's get started with period number 2. And again, just getting manhandled there at the beginning of the period. Halfway through the game, we are still down by 1. Power play, though, for Fredericton. They cannot convert on it. And we are still playing from behind with 5 minutes left in the second period. Time is ticking away, and we are not. There it is. Denisenko with 20 seconds left in the period is able to get the game tied up. That could be a momentum mover. We'll have to see if we can get the momentum fully in our favor now here at the third period. We're looking for a quick goal from Fredericton. 20 minutes left to play. Let's see if they can get it done. Denisenko there has been an absolute beast for us in this playoffs. All right, here we go. We're looking for something from Fredericton. We're looking for shots. How about just shots in general? Just try to outshoot them here. Outshooting them means we're going to be playing more in their zone. Power play for Fredericton. 5-on-3 goes for nothing. Power play for the Rockets. That doesn't convert either. 5 minutes left, down to 4 minutes left, and another late goal, this time by Levy on Stahl Cup. And that is going to be the game winner. Levy gets the game winner on Stahl Cup with 3:30, and the Fredericton Aces just cannot come back. Wow, these are close, tight games, and now we're in some real trouble. Down 3-1 in the series. Fredericton is on the verge of being knocked out of the playoffs. Not a good situation at all. We move up to the 5th game of this series. The rest of the games are all must-win situations. We're going to go ahead and best lines this just so that we can make sure that we've got everybody in a position that's going to hopefully be the best for them. And pray. That's all we can do. That's all we can do at this point. All right, here we go. Simulation is on. Game number 5. Elimination game potentially. Up to 8 speed. Fredericton right off the bat with a power play. Cannot convert. Don't even get a shot. No shots yet. We're 5 minutes, look like 5 minutes in. And again, the Rockets score the first goal of the game. Norris putting one in past Stahl Cup. We cannot seem to figure out how to score on this goalie. Another power play and another goal, this time for the Rockets again. Down 2-0 after 1 in an elimination game is not a place where you want to be. Fredericton needs to step up and get it done right now. They need to get this game close. And there it is, another goal for the Rockets. And the Rockets are looking to, that's pretty much going to do it. 4 goals for the Rockets in less than half the game already. Fredericton is just absolutely falling apart. 10 minutes left. Power play. They can't even score on the power play. Man advantage. Nope, McElhenney is going to just shut them down. And Stahl Cup really drops the puck here in game number 5. Lets 4 goals in. Just not a good outing at all. And that is going to do it, most likely. We're already down. They're down by 4. Denisenko gets one more this playoff season, but that's probably going to do it. 9 minutes left, 8 minutes left. We need a flurry of goals here at the end, and it's not going to happen. 5 minutes left, down to 4. 3, 2, 1. Anything? Nothing more. Forsbacka-Karlsson, and goals from Forsbacka-Karlsson and Denisenko late in the third. Not enough to do it. And the Aces are done for the season. Oh, well, we tried. And that is it. We're going to go ahead and sim into the draft. I'm going to go ahead and take care of some scouting along the way. I will see you at the draft, and then I will walk us through who we're going to pick. Okay, before we get to the draft, I want to take a quick look at how the playoffs went, just so you guys have an opportunity to see that. Obviously, the St. Louis Blues here win the Cup. Starting over in the East, we've got Pittsburgh taking on Washington. Washington took out Pittsburgh in 5 games, moved on to the second round. Took 7 games for Philadelphia to best Florida. And then it took 5 games for Montreal to beat Tampa Bay. And a 7-game series for Columbus to get past Boston. In the second round, it took another 7 games for Philadelphia to beat Washington. And it took 5 games, again, for Montreal to beat Columbus. And then a 5-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals puts Philadelphia back in the Cup Finals. Over in the West, we had St. Louis over Nashville in 6. Colorado swept the Golden Knights. Took 7 games for San Jose to beat Anaheim, and it took 6 games for Dallas to get past Arizona. In the second round, it was 6 games for St. Louis to get past Colorado, and then a 5-game series there for Dallas to beat San Jose. Western Conference Finals goes 6 with St. Louis beating Dallas. And then the finals, only a 5-game series. 5 games, 4 of them go to St. Louis, and they bring home the first cup in a very, very, very long time. Very happy about that, I'm sure. All right, so there you go. There's your playoffs. Take a quick look at who has won the playoffs these last few years. It went Capitals back-to-back, and then St. Louis takes over. Not a bad setup there. If we move on to player awards, Art Ross goes to Phil Kessel this year. The Hart goes to Giroux. James Norris goes to Karlsson for the second year in a row. Lady Byng goes to Kessel. Vesalainen is going to win the Calder. Wow. Conn Smythe goes to Allen. The Vezina goes to Hart. And he also brings home the Jennings. McNabb's going to get the Masterson. And the Selke is going to go to Bergeron. Ted Lindsay to Giroux. And Ovechkin, once again, leads the league in goal scoring. Brings home the Richard. All right, so there you go. There's the hardware for this year. We'll take a look at stats for everybody in another episode. All right, let's get to the draft. I've pretty much had an idea of what I'd like to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the draft. We're going to go ahead and do some power of video editing here to get through this, because it's going to take me a while to get the right picks, the right trades to get picks. Right now we have 3 picks, the 2nd, the 5th, and the 6th round pick. And it's not looking good. We need to definitely offload a few players to see if we can bring in some prospects for the future. We're looking, after taking a look at the team and kind of feeling out where our potential prospects will slot in next year, we were able to hopefully free up some space on the cap and also some space on the team. We're going to try to offload Brassard, Nyquist, Binnington, Mueller, Miller, Stewart, and Stevenson. We're going to see if we can offload all of those guys to free up some cap, to free up some space on the team. We may or may not be able to get all of those, especially the last 4 are going to be a little bit more difficult. Mueller, Miller, Stewart, and Stevenson don't have the best trade value, and some of them have some questionably high contracts, but we will see how that goes. The other 3 should be relatively easy to move. Brassard, Nyquist for sure. Binnington I'm hoping to get a second for, but I don't think I'm going to get that much. I think I might get a third at best for him. But we shall see. I'm going to get into the draft, and we're going to pop out as we're able to secure draft picks. So stick with us, and we're going to get through this as quick as we can. All right, guys? We'll do a little bit of editing to make this go by a little faster if we can. All right, let's get started. All right, let's try to give up Brassard and Nyquist for their first Phaneuf and Foligno. Now, we're bringing Phaneuf and Foligno back purely for keeping this close in terms of financial cost. We're also going to retain $1 million of Brassard's salary over the next 3 years. Let's see if they take this. Still not enough. Okay. We're just going to up it to $1.5 million. Let's see if they'll take that. There it is. Awesome. We offloaded that. We got ourselves a decent pick, a 12th overall pick. Be able to pick up somebody hopefully pretty good. We'll see. All right, and then we have Binnington to offload next. All right, we're going to give this a shot here. We're going to go our second round and Binnington for the first round, 30th overall pick. And Como is simply there to bring a body back onto our team and open up some cap space for the Dallas Stars. See if they take this. There it is. Perfect. Got our second first-round pick. That's good. All right, we're going to give this a shot real quick before our first pick comes up. We're going to go ahead and give them our first for this year for their first. We're swapping and moving up 8 spots. And we're going to give them a third, and we're going to try to get a 4th or 5th back for next year. Let's see if we can do that. Quite close to fair value. Let's go ahead and try the 5th, and I think we might have it. There it is. Awesome. We were able to move up, and I get a better player this year, and they can take their chances next year. All right, let's go ahead and take care of our pick here. Sim option. We'll sim that pick and go to ours. They ended up taking Lawrence right there. Interesting. Lawrence dropped quite a bit. He went from 7th all the way down to 11th. Oof. All right, so Perfetti. We're going to actually take one of these guys down here, I think. It's hard to say. Perfetti, playmaker. You know what? No, I'm going to take Perfetti. I'm going to take Perfetti in this spot. We need a center for the future. I'd like to grab him. We're going to take Perfetti. So we've got a center there, which is great, because our next pick, if we take a look at the draft class, is going to be around 22. I think there is someone down there that I have. Yes, Lundell, another center. Okay, not a problem. We'll take a couple centers. We can move them around and play them on the wings. They're fine. Lundell is not a pure center anyway. His face-offs are a problem, so he's going to be one of those guys who plays on the wing. So I won't mind. If we can get Lundell, I'll be pretty happy. If we can't get Lundell, there's Engren here. He's not awful, but I'd prefer to get Lundell if we can. So we're going to hopefully be able to pick him up. All right, let me see. I'm going to take a look, make sure there's nothing else we want to do, and if that's the case, I'll be back and we'll finish up the draft. And if there is any other trades I want to make, I'll do those as quickly as I can, and I'll bring you back for them as they happen. All right, we're going to see if we can offload Mueller for a 3rd rounder next year. See if that works. All right, that's good. I'll be right back, see if there's anybody else we want to trade. Okay, we're going to try to offload Miller here. 2 years left on his contract for a 3rd rounder for next year as well. All right, there we go. Just trying to get some draft picks for next year. Let me see if there's anybody else. Be right back. Okay, one last thing we're going to try to do, and that's offload one of those recently acquired 3rd-round picks for next year for a 3rd-round pick this year. I want to go with that, and we're going to give up our 5th and our 6th-round pick because we're not going to use them this year. Try to make this go through. There we go. Awesome. And that's going to do it. Those are all the trades we're going to make. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the draft done. Let's just go ahead and move forward. Sim to our pick. Okay, looks like the guy we want is available. Let's go ahead and get in here and take him. There he is, Lundell. There we go. We'll take him. Sim to our next pick. There it is. 3rd-round pick. This is the one we just traded for. We're going to take Vickers here. That franchise goalie. Doubt he ever gets to franchise, and even if he does, we're going to send him to the West, and he's going to be a nice, good draft pick for us, hopefully, down the road. And that should do it for us. We gave up everything else we had. That should be the last pick we have this draft. Only 3 picks this year. We gave up a lot of our picks to bring in our goalie this year. We ended up getting 2 first-rounders out of the deal in the long run, Perfetti, Lundell, and we're hoping that Vickers is trade bait for down the road. We'll have to see. All right, that does it for the draft. Let me get through re-sign phase, and we'll take a look at free agency. Okay, we have completed our re-sign phase. We're going to take a look at the free agents market. While we're jumping in there, we're looking for 2 defensemen. That's really it. That's all we're looking for, are 2 defensemen. It doesn't look like there are any defensemen available. Oh, that's not good. Dougie Hamilton, we're probably going after him. But we do need 2 defensemen, so we're going to have to make something work one way or another. I will take a look at this and come up with some options. In the meantime, I'm also going to take care of some needs for the AHL. I'll be right back, and I'll kind of walk you through what we've got and what our options are. Be right back. All right, guys, our NHL team really only needs 2 defensemen. Unfortunately, there are not 2 top-tier defensemen that I'm really interested in going after. Taking a look at Brodin's stats and kind of how he plays, it looks like he's probably more of an offensive guy than what I'm looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with Hamilton, and we're going to bring in Uyghur here on a 1-year deal just to give him a shot, give him a chance. And he may end up being our depth guy. He may end up being a bottom 6 guy. But we will see one way or another once we get into the season where he fits into the team. And I think that's what we're going to do for now. So we're going to go ahead with those. And we've got the 10 other players for the AHL that I'm interested in. All offered contracts. We'll see if they accept them, and then we'll move on. Okay, we got everybody we needed. I'm going to double check that real fast, and then I will fast forward to next season. Okay, we've made it to the next season. Now it's time to set our lines up, set our captains, and get ready for preseason. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will show you what we're working with before we wrap it up for the day. Okay, one last thing we're going to do is show you what the lines are for preseason. This is going to be Palat, Duchesne, Silverberg to start off, Johansson, Hughes, and Kaprizov. Then Denisenko, Paling, and Wallstrom. We're going to play them all on that 3rd line for preseason, see how they do. And then Tuft, Forsbacka, Carlson, Lazar, see how these guys shape up over preseason. And then defensively, Quixote, Hamilton, Zadorov, Ellis, Girard, and Pelech. In the net for preseason, we've got Vasilevsky and Stalcup to see how Stalcup does. And hopefully they do well. So, when we come back for our next episode... Oh, by the way, let's do captains real quick. Captain Duchesne, Assistant Captain Hughes, that works for me, and Assistant Captain Hamilton. Yes, that works. When we come back for our next episode, we will jump into the first half of season number 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you will always know when we have a new one up. All right, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode should be coming in just a day or so. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.